Have you ever wondered how a seven-figure Amazon seller sources for profitable products and how many they can find in just 15 minutes? Well, this video is for you. In this video, I want to break down my exact sourcing strategy that I use to sell over 7 figures every single year on Amazon and how I determine whether a product's good or bad. With that being said, let's get into the video so you can see this exact sourcing strategy. And as always, guys, if you got value, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and let's get into it. All right, guys, the clock starts now. We're gonna see exactly how many products I can find in just 15 minutes. So in order to start, I need to start with a good, profitable product. Right here, this was a great example of a winning product back in July and August. Let's scroll down, show you, here's the Keep It chart. It was a product you could buy for about 20 bucks, sell it for 45. Sellers have found it and it became a little bit saturated. I'll be honest with you, there shouldn't be that many sellers on the listing, but this makes an amazing opportunity to potentially storefront stock these sellers because there's a whole lot of online arbitrage product sellers on this listing. As you can see here, we found this on online arbitrage a few months ago, and now all these sellers are here who are also doing online arbitrage. So great place to find new sellers to potentially look for new products from. So the first step I'm going to want to do if I do the storefront stocking method is pull up SellerAmp. So I'm going to pull up the SellerAmp Chrome extension. I'm going to go to the offers tab right here. I'm going to go hover over the FBA or FBM tab and see how many reviews these sellers have. The reason is because if you're a new seller, I'd recommend anywhere from 0 to 50 reviews starting out. That means that they're relatively newer sellers you're looking at because the less reviews they have, most likely the newer they are. The more reviews they have, most likely they're a little bit more experienced. You might have issues ungating their products. So the best place to start as a beginner is 0 to 50. So I'm going to look for some sellers like that. I see one that has 3 reviews, potentially good. Look for one that has a little bit of more reviews. So I see 25. That means they'll probably have some products. I don't like sourcing low rating sellers. 82, it's a little bit above our 50, but could be good. Okay, so I got 3 sellers right here. And inside SellerAmp, you're able to see all the brands and categories they sell. So I'm not the biggest fan of this seller because I don't like selling Nike or Jordan or anything like that. I'm used to sell apparel a lot, but the returns were not favorable in my opinion. So I'm actually going to exit out this storefront. I'm going to keep looking at these other 2. So this one's a little bit better. They do have a variety of products here. Definitely storefront stock this one. This one, pretty good. They have a lot of good apparel product, or not apparel, sorry. They have a lot of good makeup products. So that's good. I'm going to look for one more as well. This one looks good. Okay, yeah, this is not bad. There's a lot of toys. Obviously, outside now we're kind of at the end of Q4, so toys are not really the best play right now. As we get into Q1, the store's pretty heavy on toys, so I'm gonna actually skip that one just because I want to, sake of time, I want to look for the best sellers. I did see one that's 61. This one looks good. Let's see. Yeah, they sell a lot of beauty products as well, so. Think about it like this. Any listing that you're on, if you're looking at a beauty product, you're most likely going to find a lot of sellers in the beauty niche. Amazon is very niche. So you want to pick a niche like beauty, household, apparel, anything like that. You want to select a niche. So if I'm looking at a makeup product, I'm going to find a lot of sellers also selling makeup. So this is a good start, but SellerAmp giving us a detailed breakdown of the brands that they're selling, the categories that they're in. So what I can do is I can actually pull up this SellerAmp sidebar here too. I can look at the Keep It chart, see is this something that's worth looking at. So if I want to get a full picture and look at it on Amazon, I can also do that. I can scroll down, look at the full Keep It chart too with the touch of a button. So I'm going to look at this one because it looks interesting. Low amount of sellers doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It could mean there's an authorized seller selling this product, so you might want to be careful there. It could potentially lead to a complaint, but usually with these, I kind of tread lightly and go like lower amount of units just to play it safe and not, over experiment on product and get an IP complaint or anything like that, which just means the brand would complain and kick you off the listing. So that's another story, but definitely something to watch out for on low review listings. So I'm going to pull up this one. I'm going to see where can I find it. So I see Lawless Beauty is selling this one. I always like to look at the sizes. So this is a 0.4 ounce. So I'm going to pull up this and see, okay, we can subscribe and save, get 10% off. Looks like a 15% off as well here. So stacking coupons or stacking methods is always the best way to do it. Let's say I add 5 to the cart. I'm going to go to checkout. And then I am going to see what price I can get this for. So looks like right now it is 112 for 5. So then what I'm going to do next is see if there's any coupon codes. I'm going to apply it with Capital One Shopping. It's a free tool that allows you to apply codes. So I'm going to apply some codes and see if I can find something, at a price that I want to pay for this. Sometimes I will say that if there's a subscribe and save, it might not take the code. So what I'm going to do next is actually see if I can, not subscribe, maybe get a bigger deal. Also see if there's another coupon method here. I use Coupon Cabin sometimes as well. Looks like I'm not exactly logged into that one. Let's see, Rakuten, do they have anything? No, not much. Honestly, CNET, no. All right, so what I would do next in this case is take a back and then go to this and actually hit non-subscribe and save and see if there's any codes that I can get here. All right, so we got it to 125 now. Remove that subscribe and save. So what I'm going to do is reapply these codes and see if they're going to work. Looks like it took off 25 bucks. So it goes down to 20. Our buy cost here, so it would need to be like a steeper discount than just 20% for sure. 93, that'd be like the lowest. Still not getting us close to where we want to be. Ideally, we'd probably want to get this like half off, to be honest with you. So this one's not going to be a play. For the sake of time, we're going to go to the next lead. And we got this one here. Looks like it's dropping in price. I prefer to avoid leads like that are just kind of tanking. Road, I mean, I've seen this product before. I'm pretty sure it tanked in price. I know we were buying it for like 30, selling it for 55. Looks like it's not the same price it was. This one, the price is going back up, so I will take a look at this one. Possibly could be profitable right now. So it sells 5,000 times a month. Let's see, can we get this product profitable right now? I've never really seen discounts at Rode, but maybe with the holidays, it's possible. Looks like it's 20 bucks. Make sure you get that right shade. I think it's sheer pink. Yeah, that's the right one. It's going to add a couple. I think you can add like 3 to the cart. Something like that, 4 or 5 maybe. Okay, so now we're going to apply some codes here and see if anything will work. Usually I don't get any working codes with them. Maybe with Black Friday they did some stuff. They probably had some good sales. But 20 bucks for something that's selling for about 36, it's possible it's profitable. Okay, so 20, we're selling it for 35 right now. So the thing is, I do have like a prep center fee and then a virtual assistant fee, which is going to affect the profitability here. So it's baked into my sell ramp. So I'm going to deduct that actually from the sell ramp here. So it's actually baked in, which is the reason I'm subtracting it here, to get you guys an actual picture of what it would look like if you didn't have the prep center or the virtual assistants or anything like that. So it actually would be profitable. It would be 17% profit margin, $6 profit. So pretty good lead right there. Definitely up to your discretion if you want to buy it. But if I had no overhead like VAs and stuff, I would definitely buy this product for sure, because it's close on profit margin. So it's a lot of these other Gen C ones. Some of them could be good. This one looks like it tanked a lot as well. Just be careful with those. This one looks like it did drop in price. This seller, maybe their way they're sourcing could be a little questionable. So we did find one lead, but you want to be careful, with sellers that are having a lot of tanking. Those are not good signs. Maybe they're just not sourcing profitable products the right way, or the best way. But this one, I'm interested to see what Power Step. This could potentially be Wholesale. I've never seen these before. I usually stay away from like apparel though and stuff like that. I have seen this brand before. So what we can do is go on Amazon, see what we can do, and see if we can get this product profitable. Those 5,000 times a month. I think the brand is on the listing on this one. So it is a little risky. Definitely something I would tread at your own risk for sure. I think we sold this brand or something similar and never got any issues. So yeah, so there's that. And then let's see, this product, hair, skin, nails. So it looks like it's 25 bucks. You want to try to get, half off or something like that. Looks like a 3-month supply. So always opt for the bigger supply. They'll give you a bigger discount. I see subscribe and save right here. Let's say we add 6 to the cart. And then let's see if we can get an extra more amount. Maybe if we add 3 to the cart. Looks like you unlocked 15% off more post-Christmas gift possibly. All right, let's see what price we can get this for. So there's 6, and then you get that Christmas gift. I don't know what that is, but let's see. Maybe we can, it might have picked up something in the product title. Let's see if we can get any extra percentage off here. Get this product a little bit lower price. So I got it down to 125 or 6. Or I think this is 9. Sorry, 125 for 9. 122 for 9. Or no, sorry, 125 for 9. So let's see. Let's divide 125. That gives us a 1389, which might actually work out without, prep center fees and stuff like that. So let me take out my prep center fee and then virtual assistant fee. So we did find another one, 15% profit margin. And one thing I will mention, guys, if you find one product from a brand, always look for others because chances are there are other good ones. Like, for example, here, we can literally spend all day replicating. Obviously, we're getting close to the 15 minutes. If I had a little bit more time, I would literally just check all these. They're probably all profitable or close to profitable. Given the brands in the listing, again, I would kind of tread lightly here because it could be a little bit risky, but never had issues with this. So that's another huge opportunity. Moving on to the next seller. Since we're short on time, definitely want to pick apart and give you guys like strategy here to show you guys like what I would do with this storefront. So see, we got 2 minutes left on the clock. So if I'm going to go as quick as possible, I'm probably going to avoid the games here. I'm going to maybe look at the stocks. Those have potential. This Amazon's all over this one. I'm not a huge fan of that. This one looks pretty stable. I'd definitely check this one out as well. I'm not a huge fan of apparel. This probably was a great like seasonal item. If you were selling this December, probably would have flew off the cart. So always look out for stuff like this when you are sourcing for products. Again, another good seasonal item. This seller definitely crushed it with the seasonal stuff here. Like Grinch kids, I'm sure these all flew in December and November. So there's a lot of these. So these are no longer like viable options now. Obviously, we're getting into January, so I don't think the Christmas candy is going to really fly off the shelf anymore. But the seller had the right idea when thinking about that, and I think he or she did a good job. There's some tools here. Again, we can also sort it by category and brand with Seller App. I'm just kind of going through this quick. This one looks like it tanked a lot. This one, I've always seen this. I've never really found it profitable, though, to be honest with you. Well, let's go find this whistle these last minute or so. Okay. Pull up Seller Amp, see where we can get this whistle for. So Acme looks like it's $9.95. The music shop has it for $8.95. We'd ideally want like a discount code or something like that. They have 16 in stock. So then you're going to want to see if you can get to the cart here. I don't know where it is actually. This is I've never seen this website before, but you could do some due diligence on this website and see if they're actually legit. I mean, it looks like they're legit. They have an Instagram and stuff like that. But make sure, they are actually buying from a distributor and stuff like that. They're selling legit items. But one thing you could probably do is call them and see if they can, work on the price if you're buying a lot of them. So that's definitely an option. This one, they actually do have a checkout. Let's see. There is special offer code section. I don't know. This is a very small site. Again, do your due diligence to see if it's legit. But I don't see any codes. Another strategy you can do is look up the music company and then put coupon code next to it and see if you see any coupon code websites. So music, sheets, and books, not really seeing much, maybe 10% off you could have gotten. Even with 10% off, I don't think you'd be quite there in the profitability zone because you got to sell this for 15. Oh yeah, it looks like this product was probably more profitable here, and then it became unprofitable. Just by looking at this, you see it's selling for $20, which means that $8 website, the one that was $8, would have been profitable back then. So it looks like this is just kind of a bad timing lead here. But yeah, that's pretty much that. We found a couple leads. We would have found a whole lot more. I definitely would recommend checking that black vitamin thing because the sale was huge, a lot of different discounts and stuff like that. Because that one lead probably would have turned into 5, but we did find 2 just in those 15 minutes, plus many potential more. So hope you guys got some value from this video. And as always, if you did, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check down in the comments for a 14-day free trial of SellerAmp so you go ahead and replicate this storefront stalking method. See you guys on the next one, and Happy New Year to everyone.